All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Community Showcase for June 2025. We are here to celebrate text and art and music and video and juggling and whatever else we might have this month from our patrons. You can get in on that for the $10 level, the contributor tier, where you can submit for this as well as games for Stream Team every month. And take us away, Isla. What do we got?
You guys read first.
Yeah.
But let me check one thing.
First up is Mad Raz showing off clips from Rematch. Very funny, Uzi.
Okay, yeah, RF, I got confused because I was like, that's not what your thing is. All right, Brandon K. Gann is first.
I'm back providing every GOTY list I have from the late 90s to the early 20s for everyone to criticize and have fun with. Reminders, my lists are every game I played and watched that released from the year I'm giving, including those that disappointed. I provide the platform I first experienced it on because I may have first played/watched them years later. Before this month's list, I just wanted to leave a quick thought that all of this year's major summer showcases disappointed, each for their own unique reasons, but said shows had a bright spot with Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles from State of Play, Resident Evil Requiem from SGF, and Clockwork Revolution from Xbox, being personal highlights respectively. Now the wait for opening night live and more aptly Game Awards begins again. Well, without further ado, here's my GOTY list for 2010. Thanks for your time and have a great day. 12th place, Final Fantasy 13, Xbox 360, coming in last. Number 11, Kingdom Hearts Recoded. That's the movie version. That's barely even a game, really. Beating out Final Fantasy 13. That is quite a shot. Quite a shot. Number 10, only watched, haven't played. Red Dead Redemption. Honestly, can't remember.
Whoa.
Wow. Shots. Number 9, Call of Duty Black Ops, Xbox 360.
Better than Red Dead Redemption, okay.
The numbers, Mason! Number 8, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2.
What? I'm sorry.
A notoriously unfinished, heavily compromised game. Number 7, Metro.
Better than Red Dead.
Yeah. Metro 2033 on
Keep that in
Xbox One. Number 6, God of War 3 on PS3. A game that just ages better and better every year that goes
Like
by.
a fine wine.
It really does. God of War 3 rips. Number 5, Xbox 360, Halo Reach. Number 4, Pokemon Heart and Gold Silver.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Heart Gold Soul Silver, on DS. Number 3, God of War Ghost of Sparta on PSP. Another 10 out of 10.
Very high above God of War 3. What do you think of that, Gilbert?
That's wild. Ghost of Sparta is really good, though. You get the brother drama and shit. Good one. Number 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on PSP. And the GOTY. Oh, I think about it every day almost. Mass Effect 2.
Pretty good.
On Xbox 360. An absolute landmark game. Great list. Except for the Red Dead slander.
Yeah, that's crazy. And to be like, I can't remember, and then still put it in 10th place is really crazy.
Very good, Red K game. Oh, Mass Effect The Legendary Collection. That was
Red Dead that low, and Force Unleashed 2 being worth a mention at all.
Yeah, wild. Wild. Love
Joe
it.
Caruso. Is it only 2 texts?
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime I hear stories of people roughly my age having guardians that encouraged or shared in their video game hobby, I get jealous. I just turned 40, congratulations, and soon the NES will also be 40 years old. I first played Mario when I was probably 3 years old, so Nintendo has been with me for my entire known lifetime. But growing up, my parents did not take an interest. In fact, they were often hostile towards video games. While there were some exceptions when it came time for birthdays or the holidays, my brothers and I didn't get the presents we asked for. However, that made the instances when someone came through for us all the more appreciated, and this story is one such instance. Our NES was stolen.
Oh, jeez.
By a burglar?
Whoa, dude. The fucking
Whoa.
wet bandits.
Yeah. when I was 4 years old, so I didn't get to play much of the older Mario games. Later, having an SNES, but still no NES, I was desperate to get Mario All-Stars to play Mario's 1 through 3. Just prior to Christmas 1993, my grandfather suddenly called us on the phone and said he was at a toy store. Asked us to confirm if Super Mario All-Stars was the game we wanted. At some point on Christmas Eve at my grandparents', I said to my brother that I couldn't wait to play Mario All-Stars. My grandfather overhears me and says, "Mario All-Stars? Oh no, I got you Mario Paint." After my brother and I exchange looks of despair, my grandfather goes, "Psych, I got you good."
What?
What a move.
Oh my gosh, what a legend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, your faces. The fact that my grandfather was able to pull that off makes me smile to this day. Especially because I assumed he didn't even know that we already owned Mario Paint.
So good.
That's really funny.
What a troll.
That's awesome.
Wow.
All right.
Is Mario All-Stars one of the first remakes for real?
There were so many ports and things and weird
Yeah.
stuff going on
Ports
in
and
the 80s that
things.
definitely not. No.
Yeah.
There are people making asteroids a billion times.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
so-
For sure. Crazy.
Yeah, they re-released Asteroids 50,000. And Centipede, there's 50 versions of Centipede. All right. Sorry. Let me make this font smaller. Okay.
Rematch. Nobody wanted a rematch that we beat.
Can you rematch?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
That's why I kept booting us to
Oh.
the lobby. Because they have to accept the rematch.
Oh,
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah.
Sore losers. Get good, that's all I gotta say.
They want to
Alright.
know
Learn how to play
part
football.
of it.
This is from RF Switch. Greetings, allies. This is my birthday month.
Hi.
As such, happy birthday. As such, I wanted to post my list of top 10 favorite slimes and oozes just for the hell of it.
Sick.
You know, barring any terrible life events that may or may not be going on. Anyway, number 10. Hang on, there are stage directions.
Oh lord.
Please wait. Your RF switch is being restored to her factory settings. Oh wait, I was supposed to show that one. I fucked it up. Okay. Please wait. Your RF is being restored to her factory settings. Oh.
Oh.
Haircut?
Haircut. Progress 33%.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Looking good.
Progress 67%. Update complete. Restarting your RF switch. Warning. RF switch may become extremely hot in more than 1 sense. Do not touch hair until the flames have died down. And number 1, the slime from Dragon Quest. Thank you for indulging me and have a good night. Love and respect.
Hell yeah.
RF switch.
Good number 1.
Nice.
Looks good.
It's I always appreciate when people make a bold choice with their hair, cut wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so scared to ever do anything with my hair. So
I hope I followed the stage directions okay, RF. I messed up the beginning part, but... okay. Next one is from Screaming Argonaut. I hope you're all doing well. Over here, it's really hot. It's really, really hot. I wish it wasn't so hot. Anyways, things are also heating up on Poppleton.
Oh.
When last we checked in, Orville was about to tell me what he knew about
Wait.
the island invaders.
Shouldn't he be flying?
Uh-oh. If I'm back here and you're back here, then who's flying the... Oh, no! Back at the park, the revelation of our situation sparked panic. Diana asked, "How do we possibly fight against cyborgs?" Phoebe replied, "I'm not sure they're cyborgs. I think they're just robots."
Oh boy. Oh boy, now look what you did.
Oh my
it's
god.
interesting to
You've
see.
influenced another
Yeah,
world.
how long ago this must have been written, it can't have been written before we had that conversation. That's a very interesting process clues.
As they debated this point, someone was watching Zucker, They approached him and claimed to have information if they could talk in
Love
private.
this filter.
Yeah,
Scary filter.
Terminator. Predator.
They ended up at the cafe, closed for the day. Before the conversation could begin, Zucker said he couldn't do this on an empty stomach. Or is it meant to be Zucker, like German for sugar? I don't know.
Zuka.
As he looked behind the counter, he tried to come up with a plan.
I think it's sort of a play towards both.
Sucker.
Because
'Cause
it's
it's
an octopus, so
sucker
it's a sucker.
and he's made of
but then,
sugar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
both.
azúcar is sugar in Spanish.
Right.
Now I lost my spot. When he returned, he poured a bucket of water on the person sitting at the table. Unlike last time, when water short-circuited the doubles, nothing happened. Or seeing their POV.
Whoa. It's kind of terrifying.
Zucker didn't even put up a fight. He just fainted and was placed in a pod for transport. But when his abductor got to the airport, they were surprised to find it empty and the plane was gone. I wonder what I was doing during all this. Guess we'll have to wait until next month to find out.
Damn it.
Until
The
then,
best cliffhangers of all time.
I know, the cliffhangers are god tier. Until then, love and respect, Screaming Argonaut. So fun.
So fun.
Okay.
RF Switch said the significance of my haircut is that it's the colors and shape of a phoenix crest.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Okay, hang on. I gotta move some windows around here. Oops. Don't react to this because they can't see it yet. All right. Now I gotta move this back over here. Juggling all these winders, chat.
Oh.
Juggling.
What's
Juggling.
that mean?
Spewers.
Spewers. Spewers. It's the matter of factness with which he said spewers.
You know what that's from, right, bud?
Mhm.
When we were playing Night Rain,
Oh.
and it was just totally silent, and you ran by an enemy, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're just like, spewers.
Spewers.
It was very wholesome.
All right. Hello and happy summer. Greetings from the Midwest. This is from Jesse Blue. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to be showing that yet. So sorry. I hope you are all well and rested since Summer Game Fest is over. I have had a busy month as well. Since my last post, I finalized my divorce, finally. Congrats. Spent an evening hanging out with my work friends at a gay bar, hell yeah. Flew to LA for a meetup, hell yeah, with the allies. And that same day, turned 50. Stay above 50. We were both supposed to shout that. Quite an eventful week, if I do say so myself. I have submitted for your enjoyment the photos I took with the allies and the friends at the meetup.
Nice.
So here's this one. I had an amazing time meeting with everyone in person, getting hugs from Huber, Don singing, getting hugs from Huber, Don singing the Jesse Blue song, having Jones and Jason both tell me they were excited to meet me in person, standing eye to eye with Gabby, listening to everyone's
'Cause we're the
stories.
same height.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And just celebrating the day made me feel so special. Seeing Isla, Sophia, and Bloodworth again was wonderful as well, as Damiani coming all the way up from Texas was just to meet me. That's my headcanon anyways, lol, JK. At first I was worried people would think I was silly, but with how amazing everyone was to me, it solidified the fact that I made the right choice, both in visiting and in moving on with my life to start anew.
Hell yeah.
You're not silly at all. You're a delight.
Delight.
Hang on, let's zoom in.
Enhance.
That's great.
Enhance. What
So
does he say
great.
in Blade Runner? He's like, move 32 to the left. Or
Yeah.
The most insane way to zoom into an
So
image.
insane.
This photo makes me look so tall. I'm a giant. Okay. Beep boop beep. Okay, photo 2. My dumb birthday headband from the dollar store was a highlight of the gathering. Shout out to Good People Coffee Company for hosting the event
Yeah.
and for
So
the
fun.
free birthday chai. Yeah, that place was really
Ooh.
nice. They really are good people. We spoke to the owner, or she seemed like the owner, and she was really
Dee?
nice. Huh?
You talked to D?
The lady, she was like Australian or something?
Probably.
All right, whatever. You really had my back on that one. Thanks.
I don't know. It didn't strike me as Australian. I
I
don't
don't know. She had some kind
Maybe
of accent.
somebody else you talked to.
She's from somewhere. She spoke with authority. Who did I meet? Anyway, they really are good people. I got a few pieces of swag, including, yes, you guessed it, the Jan signed, Jan signed pillowcase. After the meetup, I went back to my hotel for a bit. I enjoyed watching the allies stream the new Mario Kart World as well as other Switch 2 games. The pool was cool and the salt was flowing. I also thought it was funny that there was a Wi-Fi network near or in the hotel called Hidden in Plain Sight.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I didn't see that.
Goaty souls, dude. All our signatures on there.
Nice. So now you can falsify documents.
Yeah, you can rip off our signatures. This photo of blood and Jesse and Jones with the pillow is so good.
A really good photo.
I gotta play the altars. Is that out yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's on Game Pass too.
Oh hell yeah. There's a Game Pass too.
I'm in the start of Act 2 right now.
Hell yeah. After a good night's sleep and a good breakfast, I headed back to the airport. I ended up with a 4-hour delay to get back to Chicago. Bummer. But it was all worth it for the memories I made. Feeling so much love and respect from everyone made my special day that much more special. It really was the best birthday ever. Hugs and smiles, Jesse Blue.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
Jesse.
yeah.
You had a good time.
So good.
Always a
Jesse,
pleasure.
Jesse.
Jesse Blue. All right, audio time. All right. Oh, this one's gonna be good. Okay. Let's see here. Kevin Gillet. Hi, allies. Slightly obsessed with Switch 2 at the moment. Starting this generation with Mario Kart World, Welcome Tour, and Zelda Switch 2 editions, Bravely Default, Fantasy Life, Fast Fusion, and GameCube games feels great. Fast Fusion was in all caps, sorry. And the GameCube games, it feels great. Mario Kart World soundtrack is insane. Every day I come across a new divine arrangement I didn't hear before. For this month's submission, here's my attempt at a Mario Kart style rendition of Tears of the Kingdom's main theme. Oh shit. How about you add some islands in the sky of that Mario Kart World map for some Zelda DLC? Hey Nintendo?
Dude,
Islands
that'd be
in the
sick.
sky.
I can drive twice as high.
There are already a couple islands in the sky. It's pretty cool.
Love
Take
and
a
respect,
peek.
Kevin Gillet.
It's just Link
But it's
playing
Mario.
Zelda.
Nice.
Whoa.
MIDI sax, bro.
Nice.
Incredible.
Yeah, they're good.
Just $140.
Bananas.
So sick.
Beautiful.
All right, next up from Alexander Zirinov. Hello, allies. My mini-series about Apex Legends' Battle Royale maps continues with a look at Storm Point, which, by the way, is my personal favorite.
Ah.
As always, this will be just a small taste as the game has much more than I can possibly show in just 3 minutes.
Stone Point, a beautiful island filled with resources, was one of the first places where early MC expeditions have landed on the planet Gaia. MC quickly discovered that intense tropical storms plagued the island, so a permanent settlement was established on a nearby coastline, and Stone Point became its main energy supplier with its power-generating storm catchers. When the MC pulled out of the Outlands, storm catchers fell into disrepair, which has exacerbated surrounding storms, causing them to overtake the area. Stone Point was abandoned for many years, until the Syndicate decided to turn the island into a new home for the Apex games. Stone Point map was introduced in Season 11 and later received an update and a rework. In Season 13, a giant beast attacked the island, which activated MC armories and their defense systems. At the end of Season 17, a dangerous storm ravaged Storm Point, causing floods and destruction of its energy infrastructure. The area was closed for the next season to repair the damage and construct new energy facilities. Finally, in Season 19, the renewed Storm Point saw the return of the Apex games. Storm Point has several locations that are meaningful for the legends.
Yo.
Carcass of the Downed Beast marks the place where everyone fought as one to defeat the monster. The power-generating
Fight
tower
as one.
was constructed with Watson's help and houses her working quarters. Also, even though most of Hestia was destroyed by disastrous storm, small remains of this crash-landed ship still remind Bangalore and Newcastle about the
Wow.
retreat from the final
cool.
battle of the Frontier War. Storm Point has multiple features that are unique to this map. Numerous gravity cannons rapidly propel players forward, allowing them to quickly fly towards a predetermined spot. Steep elevation allows quick sliding downhill and limits flying range when neutral to the mountain's top. Prowlers and spiders nest all over the map and attack anyone who passes through their territory. Hunting and killing this wildlife gives you armor and attachments, as well as leveling points if you clear an entire nest.
Huh.
Stone Point is an excellent competitive map. Its mountains separate nearby POIs without creating narrow chokes other teams can easily hold you at. Rocky slopes provide cover when there forces you to fight an uphill battle. Locations has a lot of playable spaces for those who are coming late, as well as more powerful positions to reward teams who quickly recognized the endgame zone. Lush greenery both breaks line of sight, allowing you to escape, and provides ambush opportunities, forcing you to stay on your toes. All of that results in slightly longer downtimes when playing in casual modes, but also makes Storm Point one of the best maps for ranked leagues and tournaments. The Apex games continued their expansion and was soon moved to Broken Moon, which we'll talk about next time.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Nice
yeah.
video.
The map
Nice.
is cool. Any map with like little islands is intense.
Well, I just think that
Just all the water everywhere.
stuff that's like, like here's like an actual like backstory to like what's
Yeah.
in the map. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
just
dope.
the giant monster and the spaceship and all that
Love
stuff.
that
yeah.
shit.
Fox Joopy, last month didn't you say this time would be your first community
They're
showcase?
next.
something
They're
like that,
next.
Right?
They're
No, I know.
right now.
I'm seeing, but I'm just I'm trying to remember if that was if that's the right person.
Yeah. It's the same
Fox
person.
Shooter,
Okay.
just get in there.
Fox Joopy. Hey allies, finally my first submission since my first ones on GT. Anyways, I'm a massive fan of Apex. What do you know?
Sick.
And I know it tends to miss out on attention since it is a live service game, but it's my favorite by far. Excuse me. It's my favorite by far right now, and this may not be my best clip of gameplay-wise, but I did put the most editing into this, about 16 hours. I really loved Christopher Nolan's Tenet, and the rewind mechanic is what inspired me to do this clip. Make sure you turn it up for the bass for the best experience. If it's music from the movie, we can't play it.
Uh-oh. Well,
We'll find out, I
just get
guess.
muted.
We'll find out, I guess. All right.
Let's go. Very sick. Don't understand a lick of it, but it's fucking sick. Doesn't even matter. That movie's a feeling,
Yeah, yeah.
for real. It
It's
does
energetic.
not matter the details.
This is music from the movie.
Yeah, we
Whoops.
probably can.
It's a good song,
Vermont
though.
will snipe us.
Is this Trucks, is this the one that's called, like, Trucks, on the Highway or whatever the fuck? That song's crazy. I turned it down. Is that enough? Do you think?
I don't know if that will matter, but maybe if we keep talking and it's low enough. But it's pretty hearable right now, yeah.
Sorry, Fox Goofy. We'll get nuked from orbit by Warner Brothers or whoever.
Zimmer, litigious man.
Oh yeah,
I
is
don't know
it
if
Zimmer
that-
on this
that-
one?
You might have got a
That's
different
it
composer for
might be
Tenet, I
different.
forget.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh.
Yo, what's that gun? That's fucking sick.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
But,
The little Aerith
If
thing
you
on
post
there.
the video in Discord, then people can watch it with the sound.
And I was gonna say it's in the entry on Patreon too,
Right,
so
right.
people can get the link.
Wait, it's Ludwig?
Yeah.
He did the music for Tenet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The song is good.
That was a really cool edit.
Yeah.
Get their ass. Dude, shotgun's sick.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is like,
Yeah, it's a cool shot.
I think that's like one of the best.
Nice.
It's like one of my favorites.
Nice.
I like the legs kicking up when you stab that thing. In
Uh-oh.
Apes. Delicious.
Oh, that Phoenix kid. Best.
Oh. Timing. Out of control.
Wow.
Kill leader.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh.
Nice.
Cool.
That was so cool.
Very cool.
Fucking crazy.
Apex is so fun.
Turnstile. So that's when they're in the Norwegian Opera House, I think? Maybe? I don't remember. Cool vid, though. Sorry we couldn't play the sound all the way up. Okay, next one. Hey man, nice shots. Hey gang, I'm back. I really loved your reactions to my Tetris video from last month.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was so
That was
cool.
it was great.
We watched
yeah.
it twice.
We did. Yeah. Which was a great boost to keep doing this. So here's my latest project, the Summer of Gaming 2025 theme song. I was caught up in the hype leading to the event, so I channeled my excitement into a song. Looking forward to your thoughts on this. FYI, as Huber was wondering about the nickname, it is indeed a reference to the Filter song.
Oh yeah.
This has always been one of my favorites, so when I started up a photography blog about 10 to 15 years ago, The title/nickname made perfect sense. Also, Isla, thanks a lot for the shout out on reaction shots. Really appreciated that. Hell yeah. Your name works great for reaction shots too.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy it. And most likely until next month with whatever weird little thing I come up with. Love and respect. Hey man, nice shots. Alright. Hey man, nice tracks. Why is it all huge suddenly? That's not normal. There we go.
Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight uses that song.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
The summer is here. It's crazy. It's weird. Geoff Keighley is near. With summer game.
Outside, I'll be living from my couch, streaming
Happy
all the
birthday,
shows,
Jeff.
'cause this is my home summer. I won't complain on this cataclysmic wave of content, but still no GTA? Man, that is a bummer. The summer will be crazy. It's never gonna stop. You know, I don't need a sunrise. I crave a shadow drop.
It's the summer of gaming again, so I'll be staying inside. Go have your fun in Sunnyvale while I'll remain in shady side.
Hell yeah.
Get ready for breaking
That's wrong,
news,
please.
lots of previews,
And logo reveals. But it's the summer of gaming. My friend Geoff Keighley's always right.
Let's get hyped at the Summer Game Fest. Make it weird at the Day of the Devs. Let's get cozy at the Wholesome Direct. Make it spicy at the Latin American shows. Let's chill out at the Frosty Games Fest.
So many
Big
things that happen on
reveals
that.
at the Showcase by Xbox.
Let's get techie at the PC Game Show.
And PlayStation State of Play gave us a lot of weird stuff.
Cause it's the summer of gaming again, so I'll be staying inside. I'm wondering what shoes you wear. Cause Keighley's fashion's always tight.
Get ready for breaking news, lots of previews,
And logo reveals. But it's the summer of gaming. My friend Geoff Keighley's always right.
the Jeffs, we're going to the Jeffs, the Jeffs, we're going to the Jeffs, the Jeffs, we're going to the Jeffs, the Jeffs, we're going to the Gamescom.
Hell yeah.
Summer of what the fuck? Really don't think I'll be going outside. Cause with all these showcases around, my living room's quite alright.
Cause it's the summer of gaming again, so I'll be staying inside. I'm wondering what shoes you wear, cause Keighley's fashion's always tight.
Get ready for breaking news, lots of previews,
And logo reveals. But it's the summer of gaming. My friend Geoff Keighley's always right.
World premiere.
So sick.
Wow.
Wow.
Loved it. Loved it.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I need to try to send that to Jeff. That's the best round.
It's so good.
All right, last
That's
one.
great.
Yeah, that was really good. Last one by Nick Gothic, and the text just says "big announcement." So
Announcement.
let's see what it is.
Hello everyone! What I thought I would never get to say is that the Ingra's maneuver is underway. I'm inking the pages
Nice.
on paper for chapter 1, and it is such a
Nice.
refreshing and pleasureful process for me. In
Yes.
addition, I finally did what I intended since February, and I have established a Patreon page.
Nice.
Another easy reacher. I've done my best to
get
think
in
out
there
the
before
text, and
the
there's already some
pricing
stuff you can
change?
find there and no place else.
Hope so.
Something I also devised just to satiate people who are waiting for the comics to launch is this. This is a small ebook, really more like a brochure or the best concept art I've made of the story and characters. It is entirely accessible on Patreon with no needed membership or cost.
Oh,
Besides
Nice.
illustrations, the book also shares some of my philosophical musings on why I love the 60s and why I decided to make this comic, as well as an exhaustive reading list that's already too abridged and that is just bound to grow. Well, yes, I do read Aleister Crowley and Guy Debord. In addition to the comics, I'm also still going to work on the demo scene videos. Those will always be a freebie.
Yay!
The Patreon is just a means with which I can find the time to commit to them. So if you are ever interested and want to give me a follow, at least to just boost the count, here's the link, here's the QR, and you can also just Google Nick Gothic and you'll be able to find it
Nice.
quickly. I suppose I'll end this monumentous occasion by reading a passage from my foreword. In the 90s, which were a time more immediate to me, it felt like there was something of a miniature 60s revival happening, and it was the time the reevaluation of it morphed into a fully fledged cult. Technological optimism returned along with the sweet guitar pop sensibility of alternative rock, especially with Britpop in the UK. Then the two biggest swinging London icons, the Beatles and James Bond, were famously parodied in the guise of Austin Powers, which, as much as I loved, I also started to see as the main symptom of the unconscious disrespect that current recollection has given to the 60s, that it was more like a mindless blip of sensual excess, that behind the colour and sound there was no real substance, no real politic, that it died as surely as the hippies did, and that it was lost to history. I always felt this was deeply wrong, and that the honours which we enjoy today in the name of social justice and equality, in the name of the creative drive and the trust in the instinct, are all treasures that were given to us directly by the 60s, the only time in which a vision of utopianism truly felt achievable. Some might see the story of the 60s collapse as tragic as the collapse of the Tower of Babel, like a cautionary tale against hubris and dreaming too big, yet I don't really see that the 60s core principles have evaporated, but feel like they live within us still. The beat poet Allen Ginsberg once proclaimed, "Tonight let's all make love in London," in a powerful poem that made surrealism manifest, that made vulgarity beautiful, that boldly laughed in the face of war and pitiful death, and that most of all begged everyone to be kind, to oneself first. It begged happiness. The 60s were vigorous and needed reaction to the apocalyptic destruction of World War II, what I see as the nadir of human hatred and misery, harbinger of fatalistic death. The 60s had to stand to that, by being brave to a level we forgot how to appreciate. It had to choose colour over greyness, love over fear, even choose naivety over whatever passed for reality. Dare to live with eyes closed. To survive the post-war future, you had to demand the impossible. It was the only realistic thing to do. Love and respect.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Cool. Very cool. Drop that link.
yeah.
Drop that link.
Nice. That's it.
That's
We've
it.
done it. Thank you everyone for submitting. If you want to submit to Community Showcase, just be a $10 or up patron on patreon.com/easyallies. And we appreciate you hanging out with us, and we appreciate everyone sending in such amazing stuff.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
love seeing what everyone's up to.
there's filters and collections and tags for the community showcase. You can always just click on those things on our Patreon page to find the latest,
Yeah.
whether it's the latest showcase or the latest submission post. Yeah,
They're all in there forever, so you can find them and look at them
yeah, that too.
whenever you want. Hell yeah. All right, we will be reacting to Capcom
Yeah,
before the podcast on Thursday.
yeah.
It's at
Good-
3?
good. 3 o'clock is when the Capcom starts.
Okay, yeah.
You know, dice roll as to whether it will be cool
Good or
new stuff
terrible?
or just people talking over the stuff we already know. So
Probably that. I mean, I wonder if they're going to show the Onimusha and RE9 theater demos that we saw.
Right.
I
I'm very
assume that's
curious.
what they would do.
Yeah.
But, which are great demos, so if they do that, that'll be fun to see that again.
Yeah.
I have not seen it. And
yeah.
neither have they.
And neither have they.
Chat.
And Sophia didn't get to see it either. So it'll be good. I hope that's what they're doing. Or new shit, even.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's what we'll be doing Thursday. And then the podcast. And then anything else that we're doing before other stuff? Yeah. We might randomly stream some stuff. Who knows?
Who knows?
Not me. All right. Thank you, everybody. We will see you in a day or two. Bye.
Bye-bye.